The Metropolitan Detention Center is changing its rules after someone tried to sell an MDC jumpsuit online. News 13's Catherine Mazzone is in the Newsplex with the story.
Dean, MDC officials are still trying to figure out why and how an employee or an inmate was able to make off with an MDC jumpsuit. Each one is worth about $50 and paid for with taxpayer money.
Somebody called and said, "Do you know you have a uniform on sale?" And they indicated no, and we went to the site and there was the uniform.
After his initial surprise, Bernalillo County Deputy Public Safety Manager Tom Swistak set to figuring out why and how an MDC jumpsuit made it out of MDC and onto the internet.
You don't expect jumpsuits to be online. What you hope is that when people get out of here, they want to leave that past behind them.
Swistak says not only does this mean someone's made off with taxpayer dollars, he says it can also mean a black eye for the detention center, especially if someone gets into trouble while wearing one.
It's a symbol, it's a display of and a representation of the Metropolitan Detention Center. And by making sure we have our clothing back, minimizes kind of any negativity that we would encounter out there because somebody's wearing it.
Swistak says having jumpsuits on the street could be bad news for police, too. But APD says they're likely to know whether someone's an escaped convict or not.
It could be grounds for us to at least stop and contact you in a consensual contact type of way. So if you're going to wear that, you might want to be expecting to be contacted by police.
Regardless, it's forced MDC to change their system. They used to allow inmates who were being released to change behind a white curtain. They were responsible for putting all of their MDC items into bins behind those curtains. But now that's changed.
Those bins were removed, and then we had the releasing officer then start to sign an initial that he or she's received all the items that the inmate once had in their possession now have been returned to the institution.
From there, a supervisor must give the final okay. Swistak hopes these minor changes will keep it from happening again.
It's not often that we see a uniform for sale in the public, and I'm hoping we don't see that again.
APD says they haven't had any calls to date to check out someone wearing an orange jumpsuit. Swistak adds, while someone did take a piece of MDC property, you have to consider the situation they must be in to then turn around and try to sell it. Dean, back to you.
Catherine, thank you. Swistak says it would be up to the sheriff to file charges for misdemeanor theft.